Welcome back to Teddy's Haven. This is Weeza, and this game has just gotten a fairly large update for implementing farming now. So this is something we're going to start doing and exploring what other things have been released in the game. I know that farming is available at level 6, so I'm going to run around real quick and get a couple of resources. Go talk to the turtle so we could get the boon for improved sales, because there's a couple things that we're going to have to purchase, and we're going to have to make a little bit of money to do this. I believe it's $250 per plot to farm, and then 20 per seed. Well, I've been running around just collecting resources and such, and I came into the castle through the back way, and I just found something that's really funny. I just found something similar to this just a second ago, but this is very cute. It's called Out of Boundium. So yeah, I don't know what they sell for, what they craft into or whatever else, but it was a nice little thing to see on there. And that was the second ore that I'd seen like that. The first one was, I jumped literally out of bounds a moment ago to go behind a waterfall, and that's what was there. So it was actually kind of funny. So I've put out the Out of Boundium. I'm not going to leave it here because I'm not going to sell it. I don't know what it's going to be for, but it actually sells for quite a lot. So I'm assuming that we can actually put that into the smelter and make some bars out of it, because the bar price, as you can see over to the left, it goes up significantly. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that though, because I don't want to waste it. And I'm going to go ahead and grind out a day or two in the shop to make some money so I can get enough money to actually start farming. So, as they say, hold please. Okay, so we just started day 7, and there's that big guy that just came out. So I'm going to go, I'm already on a cow. We could take the cow. Run, cow. I'm going to see if we can catch him. Well, it's not looking good. That thing runs, well, it's not running at all. That thing moves very quickly, and I have been after it for about a good 2 solid minutes. So yeah, I'm not even sure if it's possible to catch it. Okay, I just had to try. So I ended up restarting the game for my last save, which is right when you wake up on day 7. And I'm going to see if I can cut him off at the pass. I don't think I can, but it's worth an effort, because this guy is just cool looking. And this is the fastest I can move. Well, I've decided to try one more time. I keep restarting the game to see if I can get over there to the guy. And I'm currently riding my pet rock, because I'm like, okay, the rock moves fast. Maybe my pet rock moves fast, and it does. It moves much faster than the cow and the horse. So I might be able to catch it. I don't know. I'm certainly optimistic. But the thing is that we're about to be out of bounds. I mean, we already are technically. But this is actually the closest I've ever gotten to the thing. And I'm not even sure if there's anything that you can do with it, but whatever. It is actually faster to go around and stay on the water than it is to go over the mountain. But unfortunately, I think we're going too far out of the way. So we've made it to day 8, and we have a new friend out, and another gigantic one. This one, however, doesn't look like he's moving. I don't have a mount. Let me correct that issue. Let's see. Air Marshal, Hef, Boulder, Leonardus. Okay, let's try Air Marshal. Wow, this guy's fast too. Oh, this is interesting. So this guy actually lets you fly a little bit higher and longer. It seems like whenever you press, yeah, that's nice. Very cool. This guy is massive. Wow. I know the game is, constantly updating and everything else, but it wouldn't be nice if there was more interaction with the water. You're ruining my immersion. Yeah, this guy is quite large. Hi. Ah, the brave little shopkeeper drips upon my reef. That must have been a swim. Was the conversation worth the salt in your socks? That's cute. Ho ho, shopkeeper. You've that sparkle in your eye, like the waves of the laughing shoals. A place where dolphins sing riddles and the coral grows and spirals like music. The sea foam there tastes sweet, and the gulls drop shells as gifts, not warnings. I once raced a pod of silver-backed orca. I lost, of course, and they laughed like old friends. The world needs places that only know joy. Good luck with that. Thank you for being one of them. Okay, what's our boon? Hopefully it's good. Okay, wow. Profits of 25%. That's excellent. Okay, well, let me go open the shop. I'm going to collect a couple things on the way, as usual. No sense in wasting an opportunity since we're so close to this stuff. So I have actually placed a few more things in the shop. Some more weapons and such, because it's just to our benefit in the long run to have more items to sell. Hello. What's up, fellas? So I have been collecting quite a bit of milk. I've got 217. And I'm not going to be selling it in the shop. I'm going to wait and actually start making it into cheese and such. I don't know what that... I've never done it, so I don't know what it sells for, but it has to sell for, more than just the milk. And it seems like such a waste to not process it. And we might need it for spells or something else like that too. So, well, this frog's kind of quick. So it's a bit impressive that this guy is massive, but kind of like not so much compared to the other one that we just saw. So I make sure to collect all of the stones and everything else around here because we're going to need those very soon with some of our upgrades that we're about to do. Ah, the tale of Durek and Ven, the brothers who ruled beneath the stone. Their dwarven halls and Hallow Deep gleamed with silver flame, but pride divided them. One sought war, the other peace. They split the kingdom into two and carved a wall through the mountain. To this day, no dwarf who passes between their tombs walks straight. Thank you for honoring a kingdom both proud and broken. Yeah, another 10% profit. Those do stack. And we have the, I believe, 50% from Teddy, which I have upgraded Teddy to level 15, I believe, which increases his love percentage. I don't know what that does, though. If you happen to know, I'd like to find out. Leave a comment, because I have no clue. What's up, Sarah? Okay, of course we had to go and stop and get Callie. I'm gonna rename Callie. If you know, you know. So we have a Teddy's love at level 14. I'm sorry, I thought it was 15. But it's love times 1500. But again, I don't know what that means. We got some bees, honey collect. Yeah, and I did go ahead and double stack the shelves just to, basically have them full. I was curious if it's gonna actually bring in more people. I'm gonna put this away. There's nothing to put on it. Well, I put it away. Come on, there we go. I did go ahead and unlock and load up the rest of the weapons. They sell for pretty good, and I've actually gone around and adjusted all of the price to min-max them. Hopefully it'll make a little bit of difference. But we're not too far from being able to start planting. I did unlock the beds and everything else, the ability to do so. That was 200 coins. We're going to need to get the Gleam Forge and the Memoria Extractor. Both of them are fairly expensive, but they're going to actually assist with the planting. So you could actually extract like certain things from gems, like the ether from crystals, and then actually use it in the farm. I don't know how that works, but I want to actually get enough money to be able to do at least the Memoria Extractor so we can at least try that with when we first start farming, because it does take a little bit of time to harvest, which honestly, it seems like it takes a little bit more time than it should. But the terrarium, it says it's a converter. I don't know what that means. A glass-bound terrarium where sprouts and curiosities can be cultivated into vibrant plants and magical items. Sounds kind of cool. We're going to go ahead and get one of those too. So as you can see, we're going to need 750. That's 1,000. 18. Wow. Yeah, we're going to need quite a bit of money. But we actually should be able to hopefully make that today, especially with that boon, because we've got Teddy's boon and both of the turtles you can see over there on the wall. Give me a 20. Do it. Oh, I got a 10 again. Okay. 12. Awesome. Let's go ahead and open the shop. And I put some more lighting up just to make sure that, we can see everything correctly, or, as we can. Go ahead and pay the bills. And I think it might be time to start hiring some employees, because overall they're not really that crazy expensive. The stocking person would be very beneficial because we wouldn't be running out of stuff. Now, granted, the earth wisp and the water wisps and the wisps will be doing restocking, but you have to have the material in your bag of holding. Bag of holding, that's funny. Bag of endless storage. At the moment, I think the beneficial person would be probably a cashier, so we can manage a couple other things, especially once we start farming and get the farming plots bigger. What are you doing over there, shortcake? So Azerthal's Tide is giving us, the 25%, and Teddy's bonus is giving us the 50% plus the 10%. So those three bonuses together are going to add up quite a lot and quite quickly, which is going to be great. We can start making some pretty good money now, at least for today. Sadly, those boons do not last. Only Teddy's does, and luckily it's a good one. I'm going to go ahead and purchase the Gleam Forge and then the Memoria Extractor. The Gleam Forge we need to actually continue with the little shrine thing down here that we're building. It actually needs material that is only available from the Gleam Forge. We need to create Lunarith, which is created by, taking lunacite shards and refining them in the Gleam Forge. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So, because that's going to be a permanent increase to the amount of customers and everything we can get. So that's going to be quite beneficial in the long run. We will absolutely get to farming soon. But, wow, this thing's really small. Okay. Kind of, what? Okay, so we need to put some lunacite shards in this. Okay, good. It takes all 20 of them. That's good. That's kind of cool. It's a nice animation. We'll throw this out. Not sure what this does. I can't remember. I think it turns crystals. Okay, extracts ether from crystals. So we need to put crystals in it. I guess we can just go with honey glow or the fern bright, but the honey glow, I think those just look better. So that should hopefully be done tomorrow. And yeah, that took a massive amount of our money, unfortunately, but it is what it is. We're going to start making some more money soon, so that is okay. We can throw some ore in here, start getting some ingots created, and we'll just go with, I guess, what we have the most of, manasite. Sure, why not? Yeah, the gardening plots are a bit expensive, so we will definitely purchase those tomorrow, but at least we'll get ahead of this, so this will be ready by the time we actually plant some stuff. So, just kind of makes sense in my head on making that work out. And one last thing that I went ahead and purchased was a jam maker, because we have tons and tons of berries, and it just makes sense to start producing them into jams and other things, especially considering we've got a whole bunch of them. The ghost berries are literally right outside, so seems like a good thing that we can just continually do. So as we progress, I'm going to have many more of these different types of pieces of equipment as we expand the shop and everything else. But yeah, let's go ahead and end this day and start the new one. Okay, day 9, and Shortcake is sticking his head through the wall, because that's totally normal. I guess I slept with the frog last night. That's cool. Oh, it's raining, which is great. Oh, that's another thing too. So to progress with your crops, you have to get a wand or wait for the rain. But there's actually a wand, and I totally forgot about this. So I might have kind of jinxed myself a little bit. But for the crafting, you need a storm sprout wand, which is a crystal-tipped wand that channels magical water into tiny clouds. So I'm going to go ahead and get this. I need to have it anyway. Oh, this is cute. Do I just put it somewhere? Pick up wand. Okay. Well, this is cool. We'll figure that out later, I guess. But whenever you start actually putting your stuff out, your plots and everything else, which I don't know where to put the plots because the grass is a bit tall. So whenever you put them out, they kind of get lost. But we should have some jams and everything else that we can put on the shelf, which is pretty cool. Let's see. So we've got the honey glow ether. We're going to keep that for the fields. We'll put some jam up though. Let's throw this down before someone comes and gets them. Ooh, that was close. Oh man. That was excellent. Let me go ahead and min-max this. Okay, so this building project needed 10 lunarith, I believe, which we ended up crafting 12 last night. So we've got that. So that'd be good. So we should be able to have more customers coming in tomorrow, because every stage of the progression so far, that's what has ended up. So I'm not going to create anything else in that machine. Ooh, okay. There's a couple customers waiting on us. Give me a 20. Nope. Okay, so she picked these up as soon as I set the price to the market price. I then increased the price, and it does reflect off of what the price was when they picked it up. So I'm glad that I at least caught that before I sold them for less than market value. So at least we didn't lose any money off of that, which is nice. And now I'm going to go ahead and prep it with some of those Ursa berries. We have, like, I think over 1,200 of these. That'd be good. Just start getting some different product in. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess you want your change? Thanks, lady. So we are going through weapons very quickly. Yesterday, I ended up refilling the quiver twice in one day of sales. So it was kind of crazy. Now, I told you damn geese not to poop on the floor, unless you're buying a lot. Then you can poop wherever you want. So I've got 2 of the beds, and as I was saying, it's like if you put them in the grass, you really can't see them very well. So I'm just going to put them over here. And unfortunately, I forgot to get the turtle's boon, so we didn't make that much money today, sadly. Granted, I was also buying stock, but you got to keep buying the stock to keep people coming back. But we have purchased quite a bit to set ourselves up to start making a lot more money and to start getting more stock and everything else. So that's a good thing. I went ahead and purchased the seeds for whenever we plant, and they look pretty cool. I don't know how long they last though. I did do a little test on my original save game, which I have subsequently deleted. I was getting a bit confused on where I was, so this is the only one I'm playing now. But yeah, you can plant them with these items here. But I'm going to go ahead and wait until we can get... You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I didn't want to do this. I don't normally like taking loans out from games, but I'm going to go ahead and do it just so we can go ahead and get everything planted while everything is, well, it's raining, quite frankly. Okay, so yeah, you just take the seed, come over and dump it in. It does this little thing. I don't know where, I guess we just put these in the bag of holding. I'm gonna plant all 3 of these real quick and then add the thing to it. The honeydew thing that we did. Yeah, so that's planted, yeah. Okay, so we've upgraded sprout keeping to level 2. Not sure what that does. And weirdly, I put a seed in here and I don't know if you can see that or not. But whatever. It's okay. It's in there. Okay, so we need to go ahead and add some ether infusion. It says needs rain, which is interesting because it's raining. But what we're going to do is go ahead and add the ether infusion. Already placed the maximum. Okay, so you can only do 1. I like how it actually glows with the color of the ether infusion. That's cool. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and get the wand and see if that's required. It doesn't seem like it would be, but let's see what it does. Aloha Mora. No, wrong story. Okay, so we're doing this and it's charging up and it just makes a little rain cloud over it. That's cool. Yeah, I could swear that if it was raining, you didn't have to do this. Well, let's check. Okay, now the condition is growing. Well, that's good. Well, that's great. So this one's 3 days, 2 days, and 2 days. Awesome. So I think we are good to go for this evening. We've done what we can, I believe. And tomorrow I need to make sure to, first thing, go talk to the turtle. Oh, look at this dude. Wow. Welcome to day 10. We have another friend. This guy's like really large. Jeez. And very cool. His name is Oberol. Crystals are created in memories. From the tree sap, from water, from flame. Each path is different, yet all find form through time. It is not what starts them, but what surrounds them that shapes their glow. So too, your brightness comes from not your creation, but from what you've lived. Okay, thank you. Increased profits is a 15% increase mining amount of +3. Wow. That mining increase is huge. Yeah, getting 5 per, that's pretty sweet. I'm gonna take advantage of this. So before we open the shop today, I'm going to go around and mine for probably a good 35-40 minutes. So hold please. Let's go check on our fountain or whatever this was. Oh, this is cool. So this is finished. Luna had once shined high above, eternal and untouchable, watching upon the world with kindness and love. But she came down to this world to make friends, to seek adventure, and to live a life beside the people she once watched from afar. She gave up her immortality so she could live, grow old, and pass on with the people she cared for most. Though her time here ended, her light remains. In every memory, every story, and in every kind heart. Her sacrifice will never be forgotten. And those we've lost are never truly gone, so as long as we remember them. Well, that's cool, but I do think that increases the number of customers that we have on a daily basis. So I've spent quite a bit of time running around and harvesting as much as I could, and I've put up a couple things new in the shop, and we're gonna go ahead and tend to Teddy and get level 15. Fantastic. So that gives us 2,000 love, whatever that does. I have no idea. But if you could see right there, the little glowing thing, that is actually the ghost of that little bear that we saw at their memorial up on this little hill. I think that was episode 2. We have watered the plants for today. I went ahead and threw the wand there because it just made sense. And we'll see how that goes. We've got, what, one more day for these two and a second day for that one. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and grind through another day of sales and see what we can do. And we'll start with a 20 or a 6, whatever. I don't know what this does. I had been tapping it every time a new customer comes in to see if it actually does something, but if it does, I have no idea. Here's a 20, bam. Nice. But it is about time that I get someone to man the register. But I'd like to pay off this loan first so we can get back to square 1, or in my case, square 0. Another thing that I had forgotten, and I remembered whenever I was running around collecting stuff, is that right between those little trees over there, actually just past them, is that little gnome that I think they were called Sleepy Time Gnomes or something like that, that they're building that fountain, I believe. And they needed some Pebble Bright shards to clear out the area. So I actually have those being processed right now. So hopefully we can at least start that one tomorrow. If there is another event like that or objective challenge, whatever you want to call it, I don't know about it. So I think that's the last one we got. Hopefully I didn't get a permanent buff to our sales price. But I did get the 10% profit from the turtle and the 15% profit from Oberon's shrine. So that was great. And that +3 to ores that we were getting was fantastic. I got so much stuff, and Of course, ended up going to the out of bounds area again and getting the out of bounds ore. So that was pretty good. Ended up getting 40 of those. What they do, have no idea. But hopefully we have enough to experiment. So after this sale, we should be able to pay off our loan. And I believe we'll pay it off several days early. So we'll at least save some interest on it. Yeah, cool. Let's go ahead and do that. Pay that off. And we're now done. Cool. It served its purpose. There's no sense in paying interest on it when we don't really need to. Especially now that it's just going to be probably a little bit of a slow grind. Unless I end up selling some of the higher end stuff that I'm hanging on to because I just don't know what it's for. But I suspect after we harvest our first yield, we should be able to make some decent amount of money. I have a massive amount of wool on me, if I'm not mistaken. And if that is the case, yeah, we've got 623. I went ahead and purchased a spinning wheel. And this thing is super cute because it's like really tiny. Let's put it right here as a paperweight. We'll go ahead and load this up, start making, an additional product. And I don't think, now we've got 293. I don't think there's really anything else that we can purchase crafting wise. Well, I guess we can purchase the terrarium, but I don't think we'll have money to pay our bills in the morning. Not that they're due immediately, but we are caught up on everything, I believe. I think it might be more beneficial at the moment to get another Bumblebuzz home, but we're not doing that. Let's go ahead and purchase this. This is the farming episode after all. What this does, I have no idea. This actually might be better on the counter. Oh my God. No, never mind. That is quite huge. I guess we could put it right here. Well, we could put it right there for now. Nothing's planted. Okay, so let's go ahead and get a seed and some type of infusion. Yeah, I have no idea what type of seed it takes. Bud seed, ember leaf seed, or let's do it with the bud. Why not? Yeah, it just throws it in there. Okay, so we've got 4 of those left, I believe. Oh, we need rain on this too? Well, I guess we'll just take it outside then, next to these other plants. I don't really know what this thing's going to end up doing, but we'll find out. So we've got some honey glow ether. I don't think, did I make any other one? I think I did. Yeah, blue sky ether. Let's check this out. And we can actually start selling this stuff too. I don't know why I haven't done that yet. Let's go ahead and water this and check to see. It's kind of cool. Okay, 2 days until harvest. This is 2 days until harvest. So at least these 2 things will be finished at the same time. We can figure out what's going on with it. That's kind of cool. I'm going to go ahead and sell. Oh, wow, this sells for a lot. Okay, that's cool. Let's see here. Market value is 1635. I think we're going to sell the Fern Bright Leaf too. If this sells for a lot cheaper. Yeah, the blue sky ore is actually much less common. I know, we'll just go ahead and put it out here. It's fine. At least our shelves will be full. Oh, I lied. It does sell for a lot. So this min-max to 1765. So this should be pretty close to it. So yeah, this is actually going to be pretty good profit. Yeah, so the max price is 1761 compared to 1765. So yeah, that was actually pretty great. I'm going to move the bee over here and see if we can put something else on the shelf. I'm going to go ahead and sell the rest of the honey glow ether. If nothing else, it's going to allow us to get the price set. So whenever we do sell it in the future, it'll already be set. Yeah, this sells for a lot cheaper. So we've harvested 2 of the crops that we planted 2 days ago. And one of them is the honey coroto, which I'm curious, this is something we've grown and enhanced. I'm curious as to what they're going to sell for. At least we get a whole thing out of it. A whole bushel, I guess. Okay, let's see. The regular carrots sell for 73. Wow. These sell for a ton more. Okay, so now they sell for 406. That is a ridiculous increase. So that's kind of cool. And the other product that we got, it was something bud, I thought. Oh, it was the honey bud. I guess this is a different type of onion. Yeah, nice. Those are going for 126 and they sell for regularly 78. The normal ones. Yeah, so the maximum for them is 336. So that's pretty good. Nice. Go ahead and open up the shop for today. Oh, let's check wait a minute. Let's see what we got up here. Because we've got the new wool thing that we just spun last night too. We got some emberberry jam that we can get rid of. Or sell, I should say. We've also got the refined pebble bright, so we can go turn that into the thing real quick. That gnome. The spun whisper wool. Okay, we can sell that. Let's see what we can kind of remove or move around. I guess I could just buy another shelf. So we have quite a bit more shelving put in. We have a lot more new products put in, and our products now are like getting more and more high dollar, which is kind of cool. So yeah, we can go ahead and start the day. So we're starting the day at 1863. Let's see what our profit ends up being. The Mages Guild just stopped by and gave us a plus 25% increase in profit for today, which is fantastic, as this is the first day that we're going to start selling more expensive items. Before I do any of that, I'm going to go over here and check out this gnome, see if we can get this thing started over here. Otherwise, I will definitely forget. Okay, it's this little dude over here, which is so easy to miss. Shh, careful now. We're still in the middle of a very important nap, but even in our dreams, we can see a beautiful fountain right here in this very spot, sparkling under the moonlight. The trouble is the messy rubble is in the way. We'll need 10 refined pebble bright to clear it out. Give yet. Thank you. We'll progress. Okay, they're going to progress tomorrow morning. Cool. Well, that was excellent. We made over $1,000 in profit today. Now, granted, we probably made over closer to 1,200 because I ended up getting some stock and stuff as well halfway through the day. So that is okay. We are doing mighty fine now. Okay, day 12. This is the farthest I've gotten in this game as of now. I don't know what happens from here. If there's any visitors or anything like that. Oh, these are different. These are no longer white. What the hell is that? Oh my God. What? Well, we definitely have to go talk to that very small fellow. What is this? Soulberry. This is completely different. Did the seasons change? Oh, it says summer. Okay. I don't know if it was already summer. Actually, now that I say that out loud, you know what? Let's go talk to him before he disappears. I'm assuming you just walk around and Jesus. It's so funny how big he is. So these are different too. Oh, wow. All this stuff is different. I had no idea this was a thing. Now I get to go around and harvest everything again, but for the first time. Okay, this is kind of crazy how big this dude is. Okay, yeah. Probably has a super high-pitched voice. Okay, his name is Patch. Basic recipes flagged. Obsolete. New schematic branches opening. Okay. Crafting now includes possibility. Excitement level moderate. Just kidding, very high. Okay, increased profit 25%. All crafting output is ×2. Well, that's kind of cool. Well, thanks, buddy. Looks like you have not skipped arm day. Well, I do have to admit my surprise that there is a lot more going on in this game than I ever expected, especially with the obvious season change. And my God, it's just so ridiculous. Well, let's harvest this. Wait, days until harvest. Did I not? Oh man, I forgot to water this. Oops. Well, that's unfortunate that I forgot to do that. Oh, we have another friend that's shown up as well. When the flying island shows up, that means the dragons are near. Keep your eyes on the skies. Okay. What floating islands? That thing's always there. But the interesting thing is, I think the last season was spring and now it's summer. So that is why all of these plants are turning to something different, which is kind of cool. I'm wondering, if it's going to adjust price or whatever. Obviously, you have to, my God, just imagine the inventory now that you're going to end up having. It's kind of crazy. So yes, having employees and everything else, it now becomes very crucial. But yeah, so very cool. So we are going to, oh my God, there's Teddy. That's not Teddy, that's the other one. But he's just so adorable. Speaking of, we need to go pet Teddy. Go play with your friend, buddy. So I'm considering doing some upgrades, and I actually scrolled down here and it says there's a culinary guide, and it's a feature update. The culinary guide will provide all that is necessary to turn your shop into a kitchen. Bake, stew, grill, and chop your way to expand a shop. So yeah, there's also the Mage Guild. It's currently working hard to provide resources for you to purchase in the near future. So that's kind of cool. Store level 100 though, wow. I think we're at level 8. So that's going to be way down the road. But there's actually quite a few interesting things that I don't believe were here the last time I looked at this, which was literally yesterday. Like the Toymaker set, horse set 1, series 1 of a set of horses from across the world. It's kind of cool. Yeah, I think it's actually time to upgrade our shop. 700. Eesh. I'm going to go ahead and do it. We need to do it anyway. And I'm going to go ahead and hire our first employees. So we now have a cashier and a stalker. A stalker, not a stalker. Whatever. But yeah, let me see. I've only got $100 left. That's unfortunate. But as we have that boon for crafting, I'm going to go ahead and start crafting as much stuff as we can. Okay, well, I kind of did a thing. I went ahead and expanded the shop 2 more times. I went ahead and took out 2 loans because, let's just say, as this is a recording to see how the game progresses and everything else, I was like, okay, whatever. This is not normally how I would play the game, but I wanted to go ahead and get some things out and improve the money making ability as quickly as possible. So what I ended up doing was getting another refinery or whatever this thing's called. But one thing I found out, and I don't know, I didn't see this before, but you can scale these things up and down, which is actually kind of cool. So I made this as big as possible because it just made sense since it's processing ore. I got another jam maker, and I didn't realize that you could put these on the wall. So that was kind of cool. Save some space. Sorry, my kind of glitching here. Another thing I did was get the new register. So this guy will actually start being our cashier. I can box this up, but I have to spend $1,000 to do it because it's a wand that you can actually purchase to do that, which we're obviously not doing that at the moment. The last thing I purchased was this thing here. I can't remember what it's called, but it's the thing that actually you feed it ore and it randomly gives you, oh, there we got one lunasite shard and one amber root. And so that's basically what happens. So I went ahead and got that because I actually have over 6,000 ore now. I'm not sure if this was worth it or not, but I mean, you get tons and tons of stone just by mining the ore anyway. So yeah, use a crate to feed as much stone as you want. You will randomly receive ore. So there you go. We didn't receive a whole lot, but you know, it's, I guess, better than nothing because I don't really know what else to do with the stone, quite frankly. And while we're looking at it, the crafting, I think the cheese barrow, let's go ahead and get 2 of these. And then I think we've got everything we can for making products. And I went ahead and did this because of the crafting boon that we have that gives us the extra 15%. I think it was 15% for, let's check. That's what these things are on the wall for. Yeah, it's 2 times crafting amount. So that seemed reasonable. Yeah, I still have 6,200 stone. We're gonna go ahead and make some cheese. Lactomancy, that's funny. And another thing I did is I went ahead and threw in the out-of-boundium in both of these because I was like, you know what? It seems to be the rarest obvious ore. So I'm gonna make them into the things for farming, and I will put some more plots in. But my next big challenge is to pay off these 2 loans that I just took out. And this little green crystal here is the stalker. So that is pretty cool. So I need to just fill up the last 3 shelves here and open up for the day and see if we're gonna make some money or not. So our little wisp is actually stalking for us. That's actually kind of cool. I was listening to this noise earlier and I was like, what is that noise? I have no idea where it's coming from because I was moving everything around. And yeah, I just bought some more potatoes, onions, and carrots just to see how this was going to work out. So that's actually kind of funny. So yeah, we don't have to worry about stocking anymore. So that's great. And I want to buy 1 more shelf just to put some more things out that we have. Well, I guess it's time to open the shop, see how this works out. So I went ahead and spent the last of the money to purchase everything that could be restocked, at least one of them. So I think I had 15 coin left, 15 and change. So yeah, we're going to see how this ends up working out. Why are you going to my register? Oh man, I guess I still have to do this, of course. Okay, so I closed my register. I thought it was already closed. I guess I reopened it. So now everyone's going to this fellow. So that's good. You are the largest cat I've ever seen. Jeez. Ended up moving Teddy so everyone can pay homage as they go by. And as you can see, my frog is a bit glitched. And I didn't want to save because if I saved, then I progresses to the next day. So I wanted to make sure that we could reap as many rewards today as possible. But I'm going to save immediately once this day is done so we can kind of reset this. And we've got a lot of customers now. Well, while that's going on, I'm going to go check on this little gnome over here. I think I've already done it for the day. Oh, do you see that? There's a little flying thing next to the frog. Oh, so I guess if you're flying, that's what it shows. That's kind of cool. And I wouldn't have noticed that if it wasn't glitching. How funny. I can't click on this thing, but yeah, it looks like we've already done it for the day. So we need to wait till tomorrow. And our very large friend is still here. Well, we have already sold out of a couple things. Granted, it wasn't completely stocked on some of these items, but yeah, we're making money at a pretty steady clip, which is nice. Watching this wisp fly around, restocking stuff is actually kind of cool. Like the progression in which he does it. It, he, she, whatever. Let's just throw an apple here, throw a berry there. So the day is over, but we still have 9 customers left. So that's cool. As long as you're continuing to purchase stuff. Stay as long as you like. So in the morning, we're going to finally see what these 2 things do. We know what the planter box does, but this thing in particular. And I did change these infusions to the dragon's blood ether. I ended up making that a little while ago. I think it's a higher end item because it's only located in one spot. And it actually, oh, the unicorn showed up. Well, hello. Well, that's cool. Got some more lunacite shards. Yeah, I suspect our rent is going to go up more now that we've got a bigger shop. But I think we should be able to pay off one of the loans. We might be able to do it now, which would be pretty awesome. Let's see. Yeah, we could pay off one. It only cost us 60 coin to borrow from that, so that was good. That was worth it. Okay, the shop is closed. Good night, friend. Okay, I restarted real quick and seems to be working again. That's nice. Oh, cool, this guy's back. Oh, our little friend's back too. Still can't catch him. He seems to show up whenever this guy does. Anything else? Roaming around? I think this one does harvesting improvements. I once rooted beside another ant named Brainbark. Slower than I, if you can believe it. He didn't speak for the first 100 years, but his silence was kind, and his shade was wide. When he finally spoke, his words were few, but perfect. He is gone now, his stump carved with names he never asked for. I still visit him when I forget how to speak. That is enough. Thank you for your company. Be gone with you, peasant. Okay, profit of 15, increased fruit harvest of 3. Excellent. So let's see how we did with our harvest. I watered them, so they should be good to go. Really? Maybe I didn't water them. I could swear I did when I planted these other ones, but I guess the rain cloud would give it away if I actually did that correctly or not. Oh, well, it says ready to harvest. Oops. Yeah. Okay, so now I've harvested. It was 48 sky bud and something else. What was that? Guess it was honey leaf. Okay. Oh, so it's like a lettuce? Nice. That looks kind of cool. Oh man, my cow's messing up again. Well, this is cool. This onion is blue. I think I used the azure for that one. Yeah, the sky bud. Interesting. Well, we have $10.64 for a head of magical cabbage. I guess that is reward pricing these days, eh? But yeah, okay. So we've got a couple other things that we have found, and that was, or crafted actually. And chromaflux is one of them. That was the out of boundium and the out of boundium ether. So this should make an amazing plant. And I guess we just sell this? Oh my God, this thing's expensive. Wow. Yeah, this thing will sell for $52.52, making a profit of $22.31. That's excellent. So I ended up putting some plants in these two things. I went ahead and put the out of boundium ether on both of them. So that should be cool. And we'll catch that in the next episode. As always, thanks so much for joining me today. And if you've enjoyed this series, please make sure to go and put a comment on the poll that I have on my page, or add a like to the video or whatever else, just to let me know that you're interested in seeing more of this game. I'm going to continue playing it regardless if I'm doing it for content or not, but I'm happy to provide the content if you're interested in seeing it. But as always, thanks so much, and we will see you in the next one.